Hello, Little Tree families. My name is Nicole, and I'm the lead head teacher for our Maples program in Dover. I have worked in Madbury and familiar with a lot of you in the Willows classroom. So hello. And I'm really excited to reconnect with you. I am going to be talking today a little bit about setting up a small Montessori area in your house if you do not have this already. I know many of you do practice a lot of Montessori at home. This area should be clutter-free. It should be low to the ground and accessible to your child independently. It should allow for your child to be able to choose the materials and be able to put the materials back. If you do not have a small shelf, you can think about using something else like a coffee table or even designated with a specific blanket that you can put in this space, and that will allow the child to know to keep those materials in that area. So again, the space should be low to the ground, it should be at your child's level, it should be accessible, it should be clutter-free, and it should be available to the child. With that being said, you'll be also receiving some information on some materials that you could add to this area if you don't have them already. Some of the things that I was thinking about to start with are simple, basic jobs and materials that you probably already have in your house that you can easily access. I was thinking about creating a transferring job, and what that means is having your child be able to move an object from one container to another, or from one side of a bowl to another side of the bowl if there's a divider. The easiest things that I can think of using are spoons. You can use little spoons or larger spoons depending on your material, and ice cream scoops work fabulous for toddlers. Things that you can transfer, you can use cotton balls, you could use items if your child is not one to put items in their mouth. You could use marbles, you could use rocks, you could use dried beans or peas or popcorn works well as well. So those are some examples, and all they have to do is transition the item from right to left and then move it back again. Another idea is a sensory bottle of some sort. We tend to make a lot of these in our classroom. Children are very engaged and participate in the creation of these as well, which they might share this information with you. You can use an old water bottle, a small soda bottle. You can make them big, like a 2-liter bottle, or you can make them as small as small Gatorade bottle. Just rinse it out, keep the cap, and add something to it that your child is excited about. This could be anything from, if you want to make sound, you could add change, dried beans again, or corn. You could add, if you want something quiet, you can add pom-poms, you could add crayon shavings, you can add small rocks, or something else that we've done recently in the Maples that the children really enjoy is I've added water and then a bunch of dish soap. So when you shake it up, it gets really bubbly, and that's a really great experience for the children as well. Speaking of bubbles, especially in this time with trying to keep our hands and bodies clean, some type of a scrubbing job, whether you use a scrubby brush or a sponge even works really great. So you can add water with just dish soap to a container, to a small bowl with the sponge or the scrubby, and offer them something that they can clean. This can be a plastic baby doll, it could be a plastic vehicle of any kind, it could even be a rock if you happen to go on a walk and find a larger rock. Those are really great items to think about that you could scrub and have your child clean. It's about the bubbles, not necessarily all the water, so you don't need a lot of water for this if you're thinking about cleanliness. It is water, so it will stay clean. But if you're thinking about your space, And then last but not least, I'm thinking about once your children have taken out all these jobs, they will need to put them back. And that is something that we do practice and focus on in our classroom as part of our Montessori curriculum, is keeping our classroom tidy and clean. And that involves putting our materials away. So with that, we ensure that children, when finished with their job, put it back on the shelf before they take something out. Again, you may find your children doing this automatically. You may need to encourage them. So the purpose of this area is so that you can work, because most of us are doing work from home, as you can see, is so that you have time to work and your child has their time to work. And you can talk about that during this time so that you're not down playing with them. This is a great opportunity to take the time to play with your child at home, inside and outside. But setting up this Montessori workspace will allow for you to hopefully have that time to have your work time, and they will have their work time. And these are words that we use in our classroom on a regular basis, so your children should be familiar with them. I will be here to answer questions. Please feel free to send them to our, we're going to be using just the Maples email, so please email me at maples@little-tree.me. And I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will be here till 12 today and be able to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much, and I'm really excited. I hope the children were able to see me today. I'm really excited to get a chance to see them, hopefully soon. All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.